This case is regarding the recent arrest of Joseph James DeAngelo, also known as the Golden State Killer, East Area Rapist, and Diamond Knot Killer. Joseph DeAngelo is a serial killer, rapist, and burglar from 1974 to 1986. He murdered 12 people and raped 50-plus women. Most occurred around the Sacramento and Bay Area, with a few in Orange County, California. As you can see, here's a map which was pulled off the FBI website, showing from 1976 to 1986 areas where all of these rapes, burglars, and murders occurred. Who is Joseph James DeAngelo? In 1964, he graduated from Folsom High School in Folsom, California. He then served in the U.S. Navy aboard the USS Canberra as a repairman in Korea, Vietnam. And also in 1972, graduate from the California State University of Sacramento, California, with a Bachelor of Science degree in Criminal Justice, which sometimes these types of people will do that to get a better idea of what officers and investigators will look for. 1973, he married a woman in Citrus Heights. 1973 to 1976, he worked as a police officer in Exeter, California. Also between 1974 and 1975, there was the Visalia ransacker case in Visalia, California, where approximately there were 120 victims. 1976, he worked as a police officer in Auburn, California, and in that same year of 1976, he was fired from the Auburn Police Department for shoplifting a hammer and dog repellent. Who is James DeAngelo? 1977 to 2004, he worked at Save Mart Distribution Center in Roseville, California as a big rig mechanic. And then also he retired from Save Mart after 30 plus years, and between 1983 and 2017 lived in the same home in Citrus Heights. Neighbors had often stated he was quiet and calm. As you'll see the photos to your right, there are many victims, and many victims who never fully lived their life because they were so young. The loss of someone's loved ones will never return, but the pain will continue to haunt families for a lifetime. 4 decades have passed without closure for the families who lost loved ones at the hands of a cold-hearted killer. And as you see Joseph DeAngelo today, he may look like an elderly man, but inside there is death that lures. The sadness and cries of family members have never ceased due to the agony of knowing why a monster such as Joseph DeAngelo tortured, raped, and murdered someone's innocent child. Yet this man, Joseph James DeAngelo, has been allowed to roam freely, live a full life without fear, become married, as many of the victims will never experience. We stand here today wondering why these victims were chosen by Joseph James DeAngelo, why the harm to someone's innocent child, why no guilt or remorse. The people ask to listen closely to all evidence, all timelines, all the victims' names, view all the photos, and most of all, make a judgment of guilty on all counts. The people also ask for the death penalty sentence. As you deliberate, remember the victims who suffered from torture and the 4 decades of torture the loved ones have endured not knowing who and why. The people ask that justice be served in the case of Joseph James DeAngelo. And at this time, the people want to thank you for your duty at this time.